Now, am I going to show you how to take this whole shelf down? No, I don't think I am. You know, some things you're going to have to figure out on your own. It's very simple. But here's one little tidbit I can offer. Sometimes you may get some little brackets like this, and you know, if you hit a stud, fine, you can just take the screw out. But this is a different type of plastic anchor, and they put it in after the fact. You unscrew it only so far, and then you kind of wiggle it and pull this out. Okay, that's all there is to it. And then this swivels down, and let's just see. You see that? That swivels down like that, and it just comes right off. When you put this back together, it's the same thing. You got to put this end up first, fit it up over that edge, lift it up against the wall. Kaboom! See, that one's going to fit right there. That's my only shelf bracket when I get done with this, and that means I'm going to have one extra bracket. And you see, this thing swivels straight up out of here like that. And I'll have to figure out how to get these clips out of here. And I believe all I have to do is, yeah, just prop that open like that with the screwdriver. And that's all I'm going to do all the way along that edge is take that off. And I've noticed some of these little brackets are even loose. See there? Yeah, that's loose. And man, I told you I wasn't going to show you this. You never know what Joe's going to show. Okay, I'll get this out of here in just a minute. I'll push that up like that, and let's see if I can get this out of here. See, it's just going to kind of push up like that. See there? Simple. Simon Says, take the shelf down, and it's down. Just like that. And so see, before I put it back up there, I'll remeasure it and everything, and I'll go along. I'll probably go along and make sure these are tight, and check it out a little bit and stuff. Here, there's one right here. See, that one's all loose. And I'll look at that kind of stuff. Take this one off of here, because I'm gonna save this one for later, and I may have to just see how this comes off, because see, that's those funky little brackets on the back side again. So I'm gonna have to, I'm not sure exactly how I'm gonna do that just yet. I'm not cutting it, I'm just loosening up the screw, you know, from the bracket, because it's one that really doesn't have threads per se on it, on the front part of it. See? Then I can probably get it. I'll just have to mess with it. Maybe I can take my pliers and pull on it or something. Before I get too rambunctious with it, you know, I don't want to pop the plastic anchor off on the back side or anything. And there it is. Okay, see, this one here are these little funky anchors, and in fact sometimes these don't necessarily have any threads on them. You put it in there and you tap it in with the hammer, and then this goes doink sideways, you know, after it's in, then it comes out like that as you push that in. But then to take them back out, that's kind of how you have to do it. It looks like there's sort of threads, but there's really not threads. It's just little nibs. So when you push it down, it stays tight. Okay. So I'll have to decide. you know, what to do with those holes. And more than likely, what I'll end up doing is taking my caulk gun and filling up these, and I'll measure back, and then I'll have to pull these off. I'll have to pull these out of there. It looks like these are the same, you know. I'll have to do it the same way. Once I pull that out just a little bit, then it'll get the bracket kind of pushed in, so then I can pull it out. Okay, so I don't want to get too rambunctious. I'm gonna get the cabinet, and in fact, it was 2 feet wide, remember? So it's gonna come from about here that way. So I know for a fact that I'm gonna have to take these 3 out of here. I'm just using my dikes, my cutters, to get on the back side of that screw, because there's really no thread on them. And yours might be different. They're not all the same. Okay? Even though it has a place for a screwdriver, you know, you'll screw it, unscrew it, and unscrew it, and unscrew it. See there? There's no threads on it, is there? It's just a nail. And not all of them are like that, but some different manufacturers, that's just how they do it. You see how that one is? You pop a hole in there, and that's like that. Once you put the nail in there, then that spreads that out back behind the sheetrock. And that's how you do that. Okay, I'll pull those 2 off. Enough of that. I'll get onto the cabinet and start building that sucker. You know, even though my cabinet's going to cover these holes, I'm going to put some caulking in it anyways. I don't want any little creepy crawlers inside the wall, if there's anything, to come back out here or whatever. I mean, chances are there's nothing there, but I still like to cover things up the best I can, okay? Remember that. When you get this cabinet out of boxes, don't get too worked up about all the different parts that you're going to have, okay? Just get them all out, sort them all, and the main thing is you're going to want to read these directions and just start with step 1, step 2, step 3. Don't think you're a He-Man and think, oh, I know how to do this. I've done these enough before. I don't need any stinking directions. Yes, you will need the directions. Okay? Every cabinet is different. And you've got to look at it and make some sort of decisions as to what you're going to do, because this one was set up for the door to be on the right, but I want the door on the left, the door handle on the left. Okay? And so you've got to look at stuff, look at the edges to make sure you've got the finished edge. Because see on this, there's no finished edge on this, but you lift it up and son of a gun, here's a finished edge here, and this side here is finished. So take a look at all of your stuff, line it all up, then you might think, oh, one of these is not the same, I got to flip it around, and just spend some little bit of time. It's really not that difficult once you get going on doing it. And how many cabinets like this do I put together? Not that many. But I just get the directions out, I look at everything, I look at the pictures, and I figure it all out. And step by step, you can do it. So I'm going to keep working on this, and hopefully we'll have a cabinet here pretty quick. Yeah. Now this video is not how to install or how to put together a closet-made shelf cabinet, because there are so many different types and different designs. Basically, I just wanted to let you know, read your directions and set it all out, put it together, and I know you can do it.